लास्या श्रूयते वा?
आं श्रूयते वा।
नामलिङ्गानुशासनं नाम अमरकोशः यस्य ज्ञानदया सिन्धोरगाधस्यानघा गुणाः सेव्यतामक्षयो धीराः सश्रियै चामृताय च। अथवा ग्वर्गः ब्राह्मी तु भारती भाषा
ब्राह्मी तु भारती भाषा ब्राह्मी तु भारती भाषा
गीर्वाग्वाणी सरस्वती
गीर्वाग्वाणी सरस्वती गीर्वाग्वाणी सरस्वती
व्याहार उक्तिर्लपितम्
व्याहार उक्तिर्लपितम् व्याहार उक्तिर्लपितम्
भाषितं वचनं वचः
भाषितं वचनं वचः भाषितं वचनं वचः
अपभ्रंशोपशब्दस्यात्
अपभ्रंशोपशब्दस्यात् अपभ्रंशोपशब्दस्यात्
शास्त्रे शब्दस्तु वाचकः
शास्त्रे शब्दस्तु वाचकः शास्त्रे शब्दस्तु वाचकः
तिंसुबन्त च यो वाक्यम्
तिंसुबन्त च यो वाक्यम् तिंसुबन्त च यो वाक्यम्
क्रिया वा कारकान्विता
क्रिया वा कारकान्विता क्रिया वा कारकान्विता
श्रुतिस्त्रीवेद आम्नायः
श्रुतिस्त्रीवेद आम्नायः श्रुतिस्त्रीवेद आम्नायः
त्रयी धर्मस्तु तद्विधिः
त्रयी तद्वस्तु त्रयी धर्मस्तु तद्विधिः त्रयी धर्मस्तु तद्विधिः
स्त्रियां ऋक्साम यजुषी
स्त्रियां ऋक्साम यजुषी स्त्रियां ऋक्साम यजुषी
इति वेदास्त्रयस्त्रयी
इति वेदास्त्रयस्त्रयी इति वेदास्त्रयस्त्रयी
शिक्षेत्यादिश्रुतेरङ्गम्
शिक्षेत्यादिश्रुतेरङ्गम् शिक्षेत्यादिश्रुतेरङ्गम्
ओंकार प्रणवौ समौ
ओंकार प्रणवौ समौ ओंकार प्रणवौ समौ
इतिहासः पुरावृत्तम्
इतिहासः पुरावृत्तम् इतिहासः पुरावृत्तम्
उदात्ताद्यास्त्रयस्वराः
उदात्ताद्यास्त्रयस्वराः उदात्ताद्यास्त्रयस्वराः
आन्वीक्षिकी दण्डनीतिः
आन्वीक्षिकी दण्डनीतिः आन्वीक्षिकी दण्डनीतिः
तर्कविद्यार्थशास्त्रयोः
तर्कविद्यार्थशास्त्रयोः तर्कविद्यार्थशास्त्रयोः
आख्यायिकोपलब्धार्था
आख्यायिकोपलब्धार्था आख्यायिकोपलब्धार्था
पुराणं पञ्चलक्षणम्
पुराणं पञ्चलक्षणं पुराणं पञ्चलक्षणं
प्रबन्धकल्पना कथा
प्रबन्धकल्पना कथा प्रबन्धकल्पना कथा
प्रवह्लिका प्रहेलिका
प्रवह्लिका प्रहेलिका प्रवह्लिका प्रहेलिका
स्मृतिस्तु धर्मसंहिता
स्मृतिस्तु धर्मसंहिता स्मृतिस्तु धर्मसंहिता
समाहृतिस्तु संग्रहः
समाहृतिस्तु संग्रहः समाहृतिस्तु संग्रहः
समस्यातु समासार्थाः
समस्यातु समासार्थाः समस्यातु समासार्थाः
किं वदन्ति जनश्रुतिः
किं वदन्ति जनश्रुतिः किं वदन्ति जनश्रुतिः
वार्ता प्रवृत्तिर्वृत्तान्त
वार्ता प्रवृत्तिर्वृत्तान्त वार्ता प्रवृत्तिर्वृत्तान्त
उदन्तस्यादथाह्वयः
उदन्तस्यादथाह्वयः उदन्तस्यादथाह्वयः
आख्याः आख्याह्वे अभिधानं च
आख्याह्वे अभिधानं च आख्याह्वे अभिधानं च
नामधेयं च नाम च
नामधेयं च नाम च नामधेयं च नाम च
उत्तमं धन्यवादाः you can mute yourself Let us get into some of the meanings of some of the lines. Ting subanta chayo vakyam kriya vakarakanvita. This is a line we have to see from now from today. Ting subanta chayo vakyam. This is vag varga. So in vak you have shabdas, you have words. Words will form a sentence, and through the sentence we have the expression. So he is defining, Amarasimha is defining what is a vakya here. This definition is taken by everybody. Ting subanta chayo vakyam. Vakyam nama kim? Vakyam nama tinganta chayaha subanta chayaha. It is a collection of nouns and verbs. Kriyava karakanvita. Vakya madhye kriyayaha anvayaha. Kriyanvayaha bhavati. Vakya kriyanvayaha bhavati. So all the words in the vakya, they follow the kriya and they have a karakanvita lakshana. Yat kriyanvayi tat karakam iti tatra vyakarana niyamah vartate. Tadrisha. So a vakya is that which is a collection of tinganta and subanta. Subtigantam padam. These are the two kinds of words. Tinganta is a verb, subanta is a noun. So you have nouns and verbs in a vakya, and all the words in the vakya, they relate to the verb, and they also have a relationship which is the karaka relationship. That is karakanvita. Yat kriyanvayi tat karakam. Kriyaya saha sambandha yatra bhavati sayeva karakam iti uchyate. So a vakya is that which has got tinganta, subanta, kriyanvayitva, karakanvayitvam. So four things he tells for a sentence to be formed. So it's a wonderful definition of a sentence which Amarasimha gives. So then he gets into the Veda Vakyas. He says Vedas are full of Vakyas, sentences which are Apaurushaya Vak. So Shrutistri Veda Amnayaha. You see how the flow is there. So first he talks about the word, from the word the sentence. In the word you have a word which is correct and the word which is incorrect, maybe that which is cultured, which is uncultured. Then you have Vakya. Then in that Veda Vakya is the first thing that he takes. He says there are three Vedas. Shrutistri Veda Amnayaha. First he says Shrutihi. Shrutihi is Strilinga. Vedaha is Pullinga. Amnayaha is Pullinga. Trayi is Strilinga. Trayi dharmastu tadvidihi. Trayi dharmastu tadvidihi. So now here is the most important thing which Amarasimha is doing. First he tells Shrutistri So Shruti is Strilinga, Veda is Pullinga, Amnaya is Pullinga, Trayi is which linga? Trayi is Strilinga. Next he is telling, now Tadvidihi matlab Vedokta Vidihi eva dharmaha iti uchyate. So what he is doing is he is defining dharma here. He is telling Tadvidihi matlab Vedokta Vidihi dharmaha iti katyate, dharmaha iti uchyate. So dharma according to Amarasimha is Vedokta Vidihi dharmaha. That is the definition of dharma as per Amarasimha. Striyam riksama yajus. So rik richa urchaha sama samni samani samani. So striyam rik sama yajushi. Now saman and yajus, they are napumsakalinga, but rik is strilinga. Striyam rik, so it is chakaranta rich shabda, rik richa urchaha. Striyam rik sama yajushi iti vedaha trayastrayi iti trayaha vedaha. Trayastrayi ityukte, what he is trying to say is these are three different Vedas. There are three Vedas and they are three different Vedas. They are not the same. That is what he wants to tell by iti Vedas trayastrayi. And these are the names of three different Vedas. That is what he wants to tell. So when if you want to address the Vedas together, then it is all the three Vedas put together are called as Trayi. So here the question is, why is Atharva Veda not mentioned, etc., etc. So in the normally the three Vedas are taken as taken for the practical aspects of karma and jnana. So the popularity is Trayi, the three Vedas are told. So Riksama Yajuhu iti trayo. If you want to address the three Vedas together, there is one word which using which you can address. That is called Trayi. Iti Vedas Trayaha. There are three Vedas and there are three different Vedas, and they together they can be called by the word Trayi. That is what it means. Shikshetyadi Suterangam Onkara Pranavau Samau. Now Shikshetyadi Suterangam, he is defining the Vedangas. So Vedanga. After finishing the Vedas, he comes to the Vedangas. He says Vedangas are 6 in number. Shikshetyadi Suterangam. Shiksha Vyakaranam Chandaha Niruttan Jyotisham Tatha Kalpascheti Shadangani Vedasyahur Manishinaha. There is one Karika. There is also one more Karika. Shiksha Kalpo Vyakaranam Niruttan Jyotisham Gatihi Chando Vichitirityesha Shadango Veda Uchyate. So there are 6 angas, parts to the Vedas. So Shiksha is the science of phonetics. Shiksha Vyakaranam, grammar. Shiksha Vyakaranam Chandaha. Chandas is the Chandas Shastra, number of letters, pause, etc. Prosody, we call it. Shiksha Vyakaranam Chandaha. Niruktam. Niruktam is the etymological derivation of the words. Niruktam. Jyotisham. Jyotisham is the Kala Nirnaya. Jyotisham. Shiksha Vyakaranam Chandaha. Niruktam. Jyotisham. Kalpam. Kalpa is the Veda Vidhi. Yaga Kriyanam Upadesha. So how to do a Yaga Kriya, that is told in the Kalpa. So Yaga Kriyanam Upadesha Kalpaha. So Shiksha is the science of phonetics, pronunciation, what we can say. So Shikshetyadi Shuterangam, Shutehe Angam, Omkara Pranavo Samo. Omkara Pranavo Samo. Omkara Pranava, synonyms. Omkara Pranavaha. These are the two pullinga shabdas. Itihasa puravrittam udattadyastrayaswaraha. Itihasaha. Itihasaha. Now itihasaha, itihasa, so it is a history, you can say. Itihasa puravrittam. Puravrittam itihasaha. So you have Mahabharatadi itihasaha. Ramayana Mahabharata. Iti ha aste asmin iti itihasaha. That which has occurred like this is itihasa. Puravrittam. Puravrittam, itihasa of puravrittam. It is puravrittam is another word. Now puravrittam is purva charitam, that which has occurred. It is a charita which has occurred. Charitam ityukte, it has occurred. It is not a kalpanika story. So that is the itihasa of puravrittam udattadyastrayaswaraha. So in Vedas you have swaras. So there are three types of swaras. Uchchairudattaha, nichairudattaha, samahara swaritaha. Udatta, anudatta, swarita. There are swaras in the Vedas for understanding the meanings of the Veda Vakyas and understanding the samasa, etc. and doing the padapata, etc. You need the swaras. Swaras are the accentuations, or that is English meaning, but swara is swara, the way you have to tell the Veda. Anvikshiki dandanitihi tarka vidyarthasastrayoh. Now Anvikshiki is called Tarka Vidya, Dandanitihi is called Arthashastra. So you have Anvikshiki, Tarka is in Amarasimha says it is Tarka Vidya, and Dandanitihi is used for Arthashastra. In Bhagavatadi Grantha you have Anvikshiki is also used in the name of the supreme knowledge and other things that we will see. That is a rare case. Next, Akhyayikopalabdhartha Puranam Panchalakshanam. Akhyayika is Upalabdhartha Pura Akhyayikaha Akhyayikopalabdhartha. Now, Akhyayika Upalabdhartha, these are the two words. Now, these are factual stories, but not the itihasa kind. So, it is a story which is a historical story, you can say. Historical story. That is what you can say for Akhyayika. Like Harsha Charita in Sanskrit literature, Harsha Charita is supposed to be a story because there lived a king by name Harsha. Everybody knows that, Harshavardhana. So there is a story like that. Akhyayika, Akhyayika, Upalabdhartha. These are the two words for Akhyayika. Then Puranam, Panchalakshana. Then you have Purana. There are two words for Purana, Puranam and Panchalakshana. So Panchalakshanam means Panchalakshanani yasya. Panchalakshanani asya yasya iti Panchalakshanam. So it has got Panchalakshanam. What is that Panchalakshanam? Sargascha, Pratisargascha, Vamsho Manvantarancha, Vamshanucharitam Cheti, Puranam Panchalakshanam. It will be divided into sargas and pratisargas, or adhyayas and sargas, kandas, etc. So Vamshaha, there will be a Manvantara. Manu will be, there are Eka Saptati Manvantaras are there. So it will talk about Manu and it will talk about the Vamshas, the full lineage of the particular dynasty, etc. Vamshanu Charitam, and some of the Vamshas, Vamsha kings and other things, there will be a Charitam. Charitam means the entire story, anecdote with characters, etc. That entire Charitam, from the birth to the death of that particular Vamsha, will be told in a Purana. Vamshanu Charitam Cheti Puranam Panchalakshanam. Prabandha Kalpana Katha Pravahlika Prahelika. Prabandha Kalpana Katha. So Prabandha Kalpana, an essay which is a creative essay, you can call, and it is of a story type. It is called Katha. So because it is taken from the Katha Dhatu, Katha Vakya Prabandha, Katha Dhatu. There is a Katha, you can say Panchatantradi Kathaha. Then you have Hitopadesha, Brihat Katha by Gunadhya. All these are, then you have this Vetala Panchavimshati Katha. Katha Sarit Sagara is there. So all these are Kathas, example for Katha. Pravahlika, Prahelika. This is the riddles. Prahelika are the riddles. There will be riddles kind of shlokas will be there. So there will be an answer to at the end of the shloka will be a question. After that there will be an answer to that question. These are called as Pravalika, Prahelika. Okay. I think we will take stop till here. Smriti and all we will take in the next class. Okay. Now, any questions on this till now? Udita Bhagini.
Namaste Mahodaya. मम प्रश्नः अस्ति इतिहासः आख्यायिका भेदः कः? It is it has actually happened.
Itihasah has got dharmic values. Tatra pradhanataya dharma pradhanah bhavati itihasah. Anyach itihasah आख्यायिकी और मध्ये there are 3 levels of literature in our shastra. One is called Prabhu Samhita, second is called Suhrit Samhita, and third is called Kanta Samhita. Samhita or Samhita. What is the meaning of that? Prabhu Samhita is Vedas. They operate at a different level. They will tell you that Satyam Vada. They will tell you. Okay. Now Satyam Vada is being told, but it is like an instruction, it is like a code, it will be like a legal code, a legal contract, it will be like a legal contract, you have to just follow it. That is what is Veda, and that is Prabhu Samhita. Now Itihasa and these kind of things, what it will tell, Satyam Vada. So how do you tell Satya? Dharmanchara, how to follow Dharma? So there will be an Itihasa, like Valmiki Ramayana is for Satyam Vada, and Mahabharata is for Dharmamchara. So how you have to follow Dharma? You have to follow Dharma like Yudhishthira. Follow this story. You have to follow the Satya like this one. And it has got dharmic accepts, and it is directly reflecting on the Vedas. Now Akhyayika is a Harsha Charita. It is now at a different level. It is not at this level. It will come to the lower level where it will be like a Kanta Samhita, like a wife telling the husband, she will not tell as though it is an instruction. She will tell, it will be good if you do this. Like that, a wife will tell, no? So that will be the kind of messaging in Akhyayikas.
The way it is.
The messaging and the layer of the literature is different. That is the main difference between Akhyayika and Itihasa.
अन्य एकः प्रश्नः Prahelika and Pravalika, they are समानार्थकः.
समानार्थकः.
धन्यवादः.
Ashok Mahodaya.
Sir, namaskaram, sir. This I have got doubt in these 3, Akhyayika, Upanabdhartha, and Katha, Prabandha Kalpana Katha. So these 3 are different, I feel.
Yes.
I think Akhyayika, Upanabdhartha can be called that is a historical tale or previous tale. These 2.
Both are Akhyayika and Upalabdhartha are synonyms. Akhyayika is a fact which has occurred, that like Harsha Charitam, whereas a Katha is a creative story. You have created. The author has Kavireka Prajapati. Kavi has he has created the story.
That is Prabandha Kalpana. He has created the story.
Prabandha Kalpana is also Katha only. synonym.
And Upanabdartha also is Akyaika only.
Akyaika. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Dhanyavad.
Bharat Rao.
Namaste Mahodaya. Strilinga word trayi has been used in 2 lines. In the second instance, it means 3 different types of Vedas. In the first instance, the usage not very clear about it.
Where is the two places where?
356 and 357. In Shrutis Tri Veda Amnayas Trayi.
So Shrutihi Stri Veda Amnayas Trayi. So all the Vedas are called as Trayi in the first line in 356.
Right.
Now you can specifically refer to the 3 Vedas and call it Trayi. That is in the second line, 357. Iti Vedas Trayastrayi. For referring to the 3 Vedas, you can call it as Trayi.
Okay. Sir.
What? So slight difference is there. Almost it is same only.
Okay. Dhanyavad.
Rupa Sudha Bhagini, you have any question?
Sir, ஒரே ஒரு ரெக்வெஸ்ட்ங்க சார். அஷ்டாத்தியாயிலையும் அமரகோஷாலையும் நான் ரிசைட் பண்ணும்போது நீங்க அதை கமெண்ட் சொன்னேன்னா நான் திருத்திக்க இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணிக்க கொஞ்சம் சொல்லிமா இருக்கும்.
அவசியம் சொல்றேன்
சார். ஏன்னா ஏதோ நீங்க நான் எப்படி சொல்றேங்கிறது தெரியல. அதனால நீங்க சொன்னேன்னா கொஞ்சம் இன்னும் நான் டெவலப் பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்கு சௌரியமா இருக்கும்.
ஓகே சொல்றேன் அவசியம்.
தேங்க்யூ.
धन्यवाद. Saurabh Gupta.
Ram sir. Question is about things Bantocheo Vakyam. So in Ashtadhyaya it's Suptingantam Padam, and here it's Vakyam. So is Padam and Vakyam exactly the same or the different things? That's what I want to ask.
Suptingantam Padam. There Subantam Suptigantam Padam. He is defining the Padam. Sanya Sanyi Bhavaha. Subantam Tigantam Padasanyam Syat. A Subanta is called a word. A Tiganta is called a word. Now here it is Ting Subanta Chayaha. There is a word called Chayaha. A collection of Subanta and a Tiganta is called a Vakya, provided it has a Kriyanvayitva and Karakanvayitva.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So the word Chayaha is
thing
there.
And okay.
It can have
the thing and Subant are. Yeah.
Sorry.
Please carry on.
No, आप पूछिए.
Okay. So Ting and Subant are the padas individually, but Ting and Subant along with Kriya and the Karkanvita makes a Vakya. Is that correct to say?
Exactly. Ting Subanta Chayaha. Tinganta Chayaha. So that you have to take that Chaya and attach it as a attach it to Ting and say Ting Chayaha Subanta Tinganta Chayaha Subanta Chayaha Vakyam iti uchyate. Tadvakyam Kriyanvita bhavati Karakanvita api bhavati.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Dhanyavad.
Venkat Raghavan.
Namaskara. So Striyam Riksama Yajushi. So the Strilinga Pada is only Strilinga Prayoga is only when all the 3 are to be together used, or how is it? Can you explain?
No. So first Striyam Rik. The word Rik is a Strilinga Pada. That is the meaning of Striyam Rik. Sama Yajushi, they become Sa, Yajuhu, Yajushi, Yajushi. Sakaranta Napumsakalingaha Yajush Shabda. So Sama and Yajushi, their Dvandva is there. Dvandva Samasa is there. Samascha Yajuscha. Samaschana. Samacha Yajuscha. Sama Samni Samani Samani. Nakaranta Pullinga Sama Nakaranta Saman Shabda. Sakaranta Yajus Shabda.
Okay, Sakaranta. Okay.
So Sama Yajushi, they are in Napumsakalinga. Striyam Rigveda is
so
the word Rig.
Trai. Okay, Trai is okay. Strilinga. Okay.
Trai is Strilinga and it is referring to all the three Vedas together. Okay,
the Traimai Swarupini, all this Traimai means Veda Swarupini, like that. That is what it means, right?
Lalita Sahasramathla varum. Trivarga. Trayi Vidya, Trayi Swarupini, Trayi Trivarganilaya. So Veda Swarupa ityartha.
Okay. Dhanyawad.
Venkatesha.
Two questions. One is because Yajurveda is, Atharva Veda is not there, does it date Atharva Veda? It comes after. Is that the reason? Do we know, or it's just speculation?
No, it is when Amara Kosha had come, Atharva Veda was there.
Okay.
This is the answer, but why Atharva Veda is not included in this is something which we have to find out.
Okay. The other question is, you explained about the three types of stories, right? Harsa Charita and other things you explained. Can you briefly say that again?
Three types of stories. Three levels of literature. 3 levels of literature in Samskrita Sahitya.
I'm sorry. Yes, 3 levels of literature. Can you repeat it again, please? I kind of got distracted.
So Vedas, there are 3 levels of literature in Sahitya, in Sanskrit literature. The first level is Prabhu Samhita. Prabhu means Lord. Lord means one who rules. So Prabhu Samhita are the Vedas and the Smriti Granthas. They will only tell what is to be done. They may tell why it is to be done or what is the benefit and all. They will not get into that. They will say Satyam Vada, Dharman Chara. They will tell and leave it. Okay. Now it is for you to, now for the people who can understand the Veda at that level, they will start following Satya, and they will start following Dharma, and they will start following whatever is told in the Vedas. Okay. Now that is Prabhu Samhita. It is like your contract. It is like your contract document, Bare Act document, Income Tax Act of India. It is like the Income Tax Act of India. It will tell you how a person has to pay tax, what are the type of taxes. This is the law of the country. It will tell and leave. Now, the next step is Suhrit Samhita. Next step is you have the Itihasas and Puranas. Itihasa Puranabhyam Vedam Samupabrahmayet. If you want to understand the Vedas, you have to understand the Itihasa and Puranas, through which you have to extrapolate the meaning of the Vedas. For example, Satyam Vada is extrapolated by a character called Rama in Ramayanam. Dharman Chara is extrapolated through a character called Yudhishthira in Mahabharata. Yudhishthira are others also. I'm not telling Yudhishthira, I'm just telling one character. So now, when you read Itihasa and Ramayana, the entire Charita and the entire Ramayana and Mahabharata, you feel like, okay, these people, they seem to have followed Satyam Vada and Dharmam Chara. Now, there also you will have, it will be like a friend, Suhrit Samhita, it will be like a friend telling you something. How will a friend tell you something? He will give you the right advice at the right time. He may tell what should not be done, what should be done, etc. Everything he will tell. He will tell it lightly in a different way. Now, next level of literature is the Kanta Samhita, where it will be like a wife telling you. Now, Abhigyana Shakuntalam by Kalidasa is there, Raghuvamsha is there, and the stories are there. all these literature, they also talk about dharma, artha, kama, moksha, but they will tell you in a way you can understand very easily, and you will feel like, okay, okay, this looks like I have to explore this. It will be like a wife telling you. It will not be an instruction to you. It will be in a very, very palatable way. They will try to explain it further and tell you. So now coming to this Income Tax Act example, Income Tax Act is a Prabhu Samhita. You have then you have the contract document and other things for your specific case, and then you have an auditor who will explain to you what is to be done, who will say, why don't you follow this, why don't you take, you have to do this, you cannot do this, the meaning of this this statement in that act is this, this is the interpretation of that statement in that act. Auditor will explain to you like he's like in a way that you can understand, so that you will follow the law. So these are the three levels of literature in Sanskrit literature. You have to understand the level at which the literature is operating, or it is giving us the advice. Everything will be talking about dharma, artha, kama, moksha only.
Okay.
All the levels of literature will be talking about dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. The main thing about Vedas is they will be talking about karma, jnana, bhakti, dharma in a way. Itihasa, Purana, they will talk about, they won't talk about karma, jnana and all, they will talk about dharma, what is to be done and etc. Whereas there will be finer examples in the katha and other things where you will understand what happened, why did this fellow, why was he jailed, why did he get some bad things. Okay, I think he didn't follow properly. So you will understand, if I also do not follow Satya, then I will also land up in trouble like this person. All those things you will understand at a different level. So there are three levels.
Thank you.
Chitra Tyagarajan. Chitra Bhagini. She went to okay. Radhika Mata. Radhika Mata.
Hari This is Triyam Rik Sama Yajushi Iti Vedas Trayastra. This when you say Rik alone, then it is in Stringa.
Yes.
Just verifying whether my understanding is correct. And when we just say Sama or Yajur, then these two are in Napunsakalinga.
Beautiful. That is the understanding.
Okay. Now, when we say only Veda, then that time Vedaha or what? Vedas.
So that is Pullinga. That is there. Vedaha is Pullinga.
Pullinga. So does this Vedas Trayaha refer to that only? That all the three Vedas, when you say Veda, it is Pullinga.
So first, the Veda is Pullinga is told in line 356, the line previous to that. Shrutis Tri Veda. There it is told that Vedaha is Pullinga. So Veda, synonyms of Veda is there here. Shrutihi, Veda, Amnayaha, Trayi. These are the four words for Vedas, which is told in line 356, and that is a different line. Now the purpose of line, the next line is to tell there are three Vedas. Iti Vedaha, Trayaha Vedaha. So it is a sentence. There are three Vedas and they are Rik, Sama, Yajushi. Rik, Sama and Yajus. That is what is trying. And those three Vedas can be referred by the word Trayi.
When we use Trayi, then that is it Strilinga when we say?
Yes, it is Strilinga.
But then there again in the previous line, Amnayas Trayi. So Amnaya is what?
Amnaya is Pullinga, Trayi is Strilinga.
So he has not put the Shruti and Trayi together for Veda. Because both are Strilinga. he has put one Strilinga, then again after that Veda and Amnaya, two Pullingas. And then again Trayi Strilinga.
Yes.
Okay. Then now
Slightly
suppose we
slightly confusing this is right.
Okay. Now when we use instead of saying just Rig, when we say Rig Veda or Sama Veda or Atharvana Veda,
then it is Pullinga. Rig Vedaha, Sama Vedaha, Yajur Vedaha is Pullinga.
Dhanyavada.
Uttama Prashna. Very good question. Veni Madhavi.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Sir, actually, this is regarding to the previous Varga. From the Varga, I had something to add this. My audio has some problem. Is there? I tried to answer them. It's from 15334, sir. Tuvarastu astringent. Actually, then the meaning was not properly mentioned. There I wanted to add, it is called the raw mango rind will have the taste, sir. It is called vagaru in Telugu.
Vagaru.
So, yes, sir. That is a very important taste in all the 6 tastes.
Excellent.
That I wanted to add. And another point in the same Varga, sir. It is from 15342.
15342.
340.
Double
Arjuna. So yes, we got that word Arjuna, sir. So you said several meanings are there for Arjuna. Okay. In that same paragraph, we have 345 Palasho and 346 we have Patala. Okay, sir. So these are all explaining the colors, various colors. These 3 Arjuna refers to one tree, sir. Actually.
Yeah. That's what I saw. Yes. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
It is there in Vanaushadhi Varga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So these 3 they are indicating the color of the flowers, sir. According to my what I understood. So Arjuna has cream color flowers. So Palasha has bright orange flowers and Patala has pink flowers.
Exactly. So I think I mentioned, I don't know whether you were there in that class. In one class I mentioned that the colors are taken from the trees. It may be the flower, it may be the bark, it may be the twig, it may be the leaf in a particular season. So we have to understand the Vanaushadhi Varga, the Vriksha, and then also understand the color. And why that color is mentioned? That color is mentioned in, suppose you have 2 Aushadhi which is prepared from 2 medicines which are prepared from a particular tree, and the Aushadhi should be differentiated by the Kashaya or the decoction that you prepare should be differentiated, and that is differentiated through the color. So which is why all these colors, tree, link, Aushadha, everything is important.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
So that Palash also, you said it's used as a Samhita, it is connected with actually moon in the Navagraha.
Correct.
So
what happens is, what happens is any of these trees will have, when I come to Vanaushadhi Varga, I will discuss that in detail. It will have an Ayurvedic relevance. It will have a natural or a nature related relevance. It will have a karma relevance as per the Vaidika karma relevance. Each tree will have
different aspects. We can.
It will have these 3 aspects. Today you have Ekavimshati Patra Pujam Karishya, Ekavimshati Pushpa Pujam Karishya we are doing for Ganapati. Each of those 21 flowers and 21 leaves are have medicinal characteristics. And it is proven in Ayurveda that they have medicinal characteristics, and that used to be grown in every house in the backyard of the house, so that they take that pushpa and do puja to Ganapati. Today you are going to the market, you don't know which is that flower, which is that leaf, whatever that vendor gives you, or that the old lady tells you this is Arjuna, this is Ashoka, you bring that and you take Arjuna Patram Samarpayami, you just put it just for the sake of putting it. But in olden days, it was not like that. So when you do a puja or when an achara was there, there was a vichara behind it. Suppose you have 21 patras to be done for Ganesha, It means you should have those trees in the backyard of the house. It means you should that is used for common ailments in the house. You need not go to hospital or anything. With those leaves and etc. only you can treat yourself. So
yes, sir. We should be aware of each plant and the uses also.
Yes. So yes, we will try to study Amarakosha in that way when we come to Vanaushadhi Varga.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Dhanyawada. Are you an Ayurvedic doctor?
No, sir. I'm an environmentalist, so I'm botanist.
Botanist. So
yes, sir.
I will take your help for taxonomical names of each of those trees.
Sir, sure.
So and their pictures. Sir. So we will do that in a different way. Okay. For Vanaushadhi Varga.
Sure,
Yes,
sir. Yes.
Dhanyawada. Dhanyawada. Thank you very much, Bhagini, for sharing all this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Savita Bhagini. Savita Sajjan.
Namaste, sir. For Purana, we need to take into consideration of which are the 5 lakshanas, sir.
Sargascha pratisargascha vamsho manvantarani cha vamshanu charitam cheti puranam panchalakshani. That is there is a shloka for that. It is there in Bhagavata also. It is there in every Purana. It will be there. Sargascha pratisargascha. It will have sargas. Sarga is, there are 2 things by sarga. One is creation. Sarga is creation. So it will talk about the creation of this world, how the world came about. Sargaha, the creation and its elements of creation. Vamshaha, Vamsha is the entire Vamsha, like Bharata Vamsha, Chandra Vamsha, Surya Vamsha, etc. Manvantras, it will talk about how the Manvantras, how Pralaya is taking place, how Manvantra, after that, how which Brahma is, his age is, how he is calculated. All that will be discussed in a Purana. Vamshanu Charitam, and it will have the Charita Pradana, like Rama, like if you take Vishnu Purana, it will be Vishnu Charitam. If you take Devi Bhagavata Purana, it is Devi Charitam. It will, if you take Srimad Bhagavatam, it is Vishnu Charitam, that is Dashavatara, Vishnu Charitam, Dharma, Bhakti. It will have one theme. These are called as the 5 lakshanas. There will be more lakshanas for this one. Minimum these 5 should be there.
The same 5 you can take into consideration for the other samhitas also, sir?
No, it will not be in the way we are telling. So if you other samhita is what Prabhu Samhita. In Vedas you don't have all this. You will not have all these 5 elements in the way it is done in Puranas. In Kavyas, in Kanta Samhitas, you will not have Manvantara and etc. and all. You will not have the Sarga creation and all will not be described. There will be some Prakriti Varnanam will be there, but it will not talk about how creation is being done, how creation happens. So it's very detailed. If you must study Bhagavatam and then talk about this. Have you studied Bhagavatam? Have you done a Parayana of Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam?
No, sir, actually.
Please try that. You will understand how, or you go through the table of contents of Srimad Bhagavatam in Gita Press Gorakhpur, one book. You just see what all it contains, and then you think whether these things will it be there in Kavyas like Kumara Sambhava, Raghuvamsha, or it will be in Vedas, in Veda parts. It will not be there. They have a different purpose. So it is like that. It is like that.
Okay, right. Okay, thank you, sir.
Dhanyawad. Panchadam, sir.
I was going to ask the question that lady preempted, but you explained Purana very well. My final question is, where does the Purana fit in any one of those 3 samhitas? And how about Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam, is it a Purana, or it is again it comes under the Prabhu Samhita? So he has got the Purana by itself.
See, generally Prabhu Samhita, Suhrit Samhita and Kanta Samhita. Now Srimad Bhagavatam has got a very special place because of the way it has been composed by Vyasa Maharshi and told by Shuka Brahma. So now it may have some Shastric aspects also. It may have some Prabhu Samhita components also inside it. But the percentage will be less. It has all the Lakshanas of Puranas only. It is a Purana, Mahapurana. It is a Pancha, it has a Veda Sthana. I agree. Bhagavatam is called as Panchamo Veda. Mahabharatam is called Panchamo Veda. Why it is called Panchamo Veda? There are, it is called Panchamo Veda only because it will have certain components, certain aspects related to Prabhu Samhita in that. But Prabhu Samhita will be purely Prabhu Samhita. It is like a software which is released afterwards. Now, if you have a Windows 10, it will have all the features of Windows 8 and it will have some extra features also. So, but Windows 8 will not have, Windows 7 will not have Windows 10 features. So, Prabhu Samhita will not have the components of Vedas. Sorry, Suhrit, the components of Puranas. Vedas will not have the components of Puranas. The objective of Veda and objective of Puranas are entirely different.
So the Puranas came later, as you said, but Purana seems to have all the features of not only Prabhu Samhita, Surat Samhita, Kanta Samhita, and Kathas also, because it is a collection of stories. Like, Vyasa is telling the story to Parikshit, how various things happen. So it's an entity by itself, Purana, which has everything in one place.
Now you are studying Bhagavatam and telling. So if you study the other, there are 18 Puranas. Bhagavatam is one Purana. So if we look at other Puranas, we will understand the difference between a Purana and a Kavya. So Shakuntala Upakhyanam is told in Mahabharata. It is told in Bhagavata. It is told in Abhigyana Shakuntalam by Kalidasa. That one Upakhyana, let us read in all the three places. And then conclude what is the difference between these three, the way of telling, the way of expression. The way of expression will be different. The entire focus of Puranas and Itihasa will be on Dharma. Dharma Charanam, Bhakti, Karma, Jnana. It will be fully focused on that. Whereas the Kanta Samhita will focus only on the story. Incidentally, a small dosage of Dharma will come.
And then it's a very nice way of classifying the various publications. Coming back to Trayi, you mentioned it, I'm just reinforcing that. Trayi stands for one Veda, also the all three Vedas together. Because in the first line, he says, Srutayaha, Sri, then Amnayaha, Vedaha, and then Trayi. So the Trayi can stand for one of them or it could be all three of them. On the other hand, when it comes to second line, he says Trayas Veda, Trayas Trayi. Those three Vedas, they collectively refer to a three. Right? So it is used in both the places.
Now, Vedas were single first. Then it was divided into 4 parts by Vyasa Bhagavan. It was later divided to 4 parts by Vyasa Bhagavan. Now, when Veda was one, so Vedaha, if you tell Veda, it is one single body of knowledge. That single body of knowledge can be used by Vedaha, Trayi, all the Amnayaha, Shrutihi. That it is refers to that single body of knowledge. When you call Trayaha Vedaha, the three Vedas can be referred to as Trayi. Together can be referred to by the word Trayi. So there is a slight difference in those two approaches.
Dhanyavada. Very good discussion today.
Dhanyavada. Dhanyavada. I think I have all the people have asked their questions. Chitra Bhagini somehow couldn't unmute herself. Okay, I think she has written something in the question pane. Okay, she this question. Okay. Surya Narayan Mahodaya is telling it is nearly 4 weeks. I could not get a chance to recite in Ashtadhyayi. Okay, I will give you a chance, sir. Sorry, I am not calculating who is raising. Dhanyawada. Swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha go brahmanebhyah shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Ram ram ram. Sarvebhyah namaskaraha. Sarvebhyah dhanyawada.